What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to Only Football Trivia Edition. Happy Thursday, everybody. For you Monday through Friday workers out there, you got one more day till the weekend. And I wanted to do a little news roundup today before we jump right into the trivia questions for today and just go through some of the stuff that's been happening every day. So this is all stuff that didn't happen until today, because obviously we had Only Football with Kyle yesterday, so none of that will be mentioned today. If you guys want to check out that video that was posted yesterday involving John Elway's contract expiring, and some other stuff. So this is today. Penn State cornerback Joey Porter Jr. is visiting Baltimore. Ian Rappaport reported that, so we'll see what happens there. The Buffalo Bills are re-signing Jordan Phillips on a one-year deal. Darnell Wright is going to have a top 30 visit with Buffalo, offensive tackle. And let's be real, when you think about Buffalo, a lot of weight has been put on the shoulders of Josh Allen. He's been asked to do a lot for that offense, and when it comes to having the birds are really chirping today. You guys hear that? Must be some weather coming this way. But when you look at quarterback and you think about longevity of a quarterback, there are some concerns when it comes to Josh Allen and how long he's going to be able to play at the level that he's playing right now, as far as the physical toll on his body, constantly getting beat up. And Sean McDermott, he's a defensive minded coach, so he may not protect the quarterback the way an offensive coach would do. Came here for the trivia, staying for the cutie with the hat. What's up, Bert? Good to have you in here. If you guys haven't seen our Burton Burger interview, go ahead and check that out. It was probably the best one so far. Glad to have you in here, Bert. So I'm just doing a quick little news roundup. Bill in the chat, he said, "It's Friday for me. Break out the claws." Love to hear it. Love to hear it. You got a shotgun the first one. Get a shower beer in. The shower beer is the best. You get the steam and then the condensation that forms on the outside of the can that is so cold it could turn into ice if it was only a couple degrees colder. Oh, yeah. All right. So the Bears defensive end Rasheem Green signed a one-year contract. Dallas Cowboys are getting a visit from Cameron Latu, tight end out of Alabama. Will Levis is going to work out for the Indianapolis Colts. Well, he did today. Tennessee, Darnell Wright, offensive tackle, is having a visit with the Packers. So you got the Packers and the Bills both looking potentially going offensive tackle in the first round. Makes sense to me. And Jacksonville, defensive tackle Corey Peters, who played 12 games with 3 starts for the Jags in 2022, announced his retirement today. He was a third-round pick in 2010, so he had a 13-year career that involved playing with the Falcons and the Cardinals. So congratulations to Corey Peters. This is probably, I guess, the time where you take enough time away from the game. This is about the time where that bug probably starts to come back to get back on the field. Like, I always feel like when players retire, like Tom Brady, right? He retired right after football. And it makes sense. The season was long, it's exhausting, it's brutal, physical toll on your body. But once it gets around April and the draft's right around the corner and we as fans start getting really pumped for football to come back, you got to imagine that the players are going through the same thing. It's like, okay, your body's healed. You've hung out at home a long time. You kind of start missing maybe some camaraderie in the locker room and stuff like that. So Joey Porter is also going to visit. I mentioned that he was visiting up above. He's going to visit also with Las Vegas. That's the cornerback out of Penn State. But yeah, this is probably about the time where you would know if you were going to retire or not, I would think. Like right around now. I'm sure that even Tom Brady's felt compelled maybe deep down in there to get back out on the field, but he's like, no, I can't do it. So I can't do that to the people or I'll turn into the next Brett Favre. Will Clapp was signed. Will Clap Them Cheeks was signed by the Los Angeles Chargers. He is a center. And just a couple more here, and we'll get into the trivia. The New England Patriots have signed Boston College wide receiver Zay Flowers. He's visiting with, oh no, they haven't signed him. He's visiting with New England, and we'll see what develops with that. Georgia offensive tackle Broderick Jones is having a top 30 visit with the Patriots, and then Nolan Smith, the edge rusher out of Georgia. So 2 Bulldogs getting a visit from New England. So we'll see what's going on there. And then Tim Boyle is signing a 1-year deal, and he is supposed to back up Aaron Rodgers, which makes a lot of sense because he previously backed up Aaron Rodgers in 2019 to 2020 as a Green Bay Packer. So Tim Boyle getting signed by the Jets. Aaron Rodgers allegedly is going to be a Jet. It's just a matter of when. And then obviously, I think a lot of the stuff going on with the Jets and Nathaniel Hackett and Aaron Rodgers, it's because I think a lot of it's going on because they don't really have a set timeline on when Rodgers is going to get in the building. So they want to have as many things go as smoothly as possible. So if you could set up a situation where you don't need 3 months of training to get on the same page, grab the backup quarterback you're familiar with, grab the offensive coordinator that you know. So literally, as long as he's doing his own training, throwing football, staying in shape, working out, by the time he becomes a Jet, it's like they're going to be good from the jump. You don't got to learn new plays. You don't got to form chemistry with your backup quarterback. I think that the Jets are doing a lot of smart business stuff around the Aaron Rodgers, considering that we don't know when he's going to be a Jet. And then the last one, Alabama tight end Cameron Latu had a visit with the 49ers. So I'm going to hit some of these chats. Bill saying shower beer is one of the best things in this planet. Bert Berger said, you think Bert is the one here right now? Dude, I don't know who's Bert and who's Berger. You guys didn't turn your cameras on, so you're gonna have to give me a pass there. Bert says Raiders winning the Super Bowl. I don't care. If the Raiders, have you seen 8 Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler, the Hanukkah movie where he's like, if you could beat us, we'll eat our own jock strap. And then by the end, they get beat and they got the jock strap in the fat dude's jock strap in their mouth. And the fat dude's like, why are you eating that? Oh, it's an inside joke with me and my buddy. We always just randomly say that to each other. Bill said, Stapleton just tweeted, G-Men have 17 players all working out together in Arizona. Even Waller made it out. I'm so pumped for this team. We picked up a center, JC Hassenauer, today. Jinja in the chat. What's up, Kyle? Cheers, boys. Good to have you in here, Jinja. And then Bill says, howdy, Jinja. How are the Rangers treating you? Have you not cracked one open yet? They're going down nicely, sir. Love it. And the last one, last but not least, Tampa Bay has signed a safety, Ryan Neal, to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that is your news roundup for April 6th, 2023, as of 1937 Pacific time. And now we will switch gears and get into the trivia. Bert said, anytime you see Bert and Berger, it will always be Berger. Just FYI, Bert is too shy. Okay. So we got Berger in the chat. Bert, too shy to make it out. Unfortunate for Bert, but at least we got Berger. All right, so here we go. Let me get this all set up. We got the countdown, 30-second timer. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to keep track of the scores, and I've got my computer right here with the good old Barstool sticker, and I'll be taking notes of who gets what right. Send it over to Rick. We'll upload it into our, whatever you call it, Microsoft Excel, however we're keeping track of it. And the winner by the end of the month will win something. Our last winner won a 1994 Sports Illustrated edition with Jerry Rice on the cover. It was pretty dope, actually. So we're going to do some simple questions today. just to get us, feeling pretty good about ourselves. Then we're going to go intermediate. And then after that, we're going to go advanced. And then I have one impossible at the very end. By impossible, I mean it's 28-4, and you're not Tom Brady. All right, so here we go. Let me get everything set. Here we go. This is going to start off very simple, okay? Who won the very first Super Bowl? Who won the very first Super Bowl? Double points for whoever answers question, whoever gets it in first. So you do have an incentive to be quick with it. Who won the very first Super Bowl of all time? And that is it. We got Bill and Bert both answering. And let's see if we get Jinja with an answer here. A lot of people just comment on the videos later, and we count that too. All right, here we go. I got my notepad open. What? No multiple choice? Dude, Green Bay. You got it right, Jinja. You got it right. Bert, Bill, Jinja, you all got it right. No multiple choice today. No multiple choice today. Look, I'm in the simple category right now. I mean, honestly, if I make it too easy, then we, we're not learning. We got No, I'm not gonna lie. I got caught up in work, and it actually takes a lot of time to upload to type all of the questions and then the 3 answers, and I didn't want to shoot this at like 9 p.m. midnight East Coast time, so we're just rolling with it like this today. All right, we're gonna stay on the easy questions right now. Okay, I was waiting for a B or C to answer. Who won number 3? Jets. I'm from New Jersey, so that one I knew. Broadway Joe. Liam in the chat. What's going on, Liam? Cheers. Broadway Joe. Liam's friend of the show. Glad to have you in here. All right, here we go. Gonna keep it on the simple category. And let me get my timer ready. All right. Which team is known as America's team? Which team is known as America's team? Liam, do you add a nation at the end of Liam Wolf? He's not Liam Wolf anymore. He's Liam Wolf Nation. Nathan, welcome. Glad to have you in here. Nathan's answered it. Let me add you over here to the notepad. And the time has expired. We got 1 answer, 2 answers, 3 answers, 4 answers, 5 answers, and we also have 5 correct answers. The Dallas Cowboys is correct. All answered correctly. Give yourselves a pat on the back because you are all 2-0 at this point. If you were a football team, your chances of making the postseason would be in your favor. All right, here we go. Question number 3. What number did Dan Marino wear during his career? What number did Dan Marino wear during his career? The Las Vegas Raiders are 100% not America's team. Actually, you could make an argument that the Raiders are like the opposite of America's team. It's like America's most hated team. All right, and the timer is up. Get rid of that. And we got Bert with an answer. Jinja, Liam, Bill, all have answered. And Bill goes, I'll take the late answer. I just know he never won a Super Bowl. Hello. If y'all call me Bert one more time, watch me. All right, how about this? I got a deal, Burger. For the future, you should change your name to Burger and Bert. Because Burger comes before Bert. I think people, it's like if you have two dogs that are boys, when you meet a stranger dog, you're inclined to say, how old is he? And the person goes, it's actually a girl. And you're like, whoa, sorry, I have two boy dogs. It's just like Bert and Burger. It rolls off the tongue. You would say Bert first. I'm going to start a petition to change the name to Burger and Bert. Burger is gonna just destroy this. All right, so you guys all got it right. Dan Marino wore number 13, and I know my people back in Miami would be happy to know you guys all got that question right. Give yourselves a pat on the back. All right, so you guys are 3-0 all together. So we are going to do one more question, and then we're going to move to an intermediate. All right. Which NFL team is a publicly traded nonprofit company with 360,000 shareholders? Which NFL team is a publicly traded nonprofit team with 360,000 shareholders? How long is the Jeopardy song? Bonus question. We got 1 answer, 2 answers, 3 answers, 4 answers, 5 answers. Let me just get rid of the timer because you guys are ready to move to intermediate. I think it's fair. You guys all got that one right. It is the Green Bay Packers. Good job. You guys are 4-0. Obviously, you guys are a fan of this show. We are at least intermediate when it comes to the knowledge of football. I'm proud. I'm proud to be a part of this group right now. All right, let's see. Let's see how far we can go with this. Let's see how far we can go. Bill says, "Wait for tickets. It's like 50 years for season tickets." Yeah. Let me show you something really quick too. Really fast. Really quick. I want to get this right. How long is... Okay, I'll come back. The the Denver Broncos, they actually have the longest sellout streak of all time, dating all the way back to 1960. Now, it would be the Green Bay Packers. It really would be. Probably if this guy never existed, but that's not why. It's because the Green Bay Packers played in where you guys Packer fans probably know this better, Milwaukee, it was like a I think like a Division II high school. It was a small field, but while they were making the renovations to the stadium, the sellout streak got snapped because it technically wasn't Lambeau Field that they were selling out, and because of that, the Broncos became the longest streak actively right now, dating back to 1970. So 53 years as of right now. That wasn't a trivia question, but that was just fun to talk about. We're moving on to advanced NFL trivia. And here we go. All right. This is going to be fun. There's a couple of really good ones in here, okay? All right. How many NFL teams have a bird as their logo? How many NFL teams have a bird as their logo? And we got 9. I hate this question. Oh, but it's a good one. It's a goodie. What did they say? Oldie but goodie? He seems to have been around for a while. Jinja says 4. Bill says 4. Burger says 4. And he says, I've seen it so many times. Well, then you have no reason to get it wrong. And guess what? You guys all got it wrong. So maybe you guys need to see this question a couple more times. Shots fired, Burger, from the top ropes. There are 5 teams. You got the Philadelphia Eagles, the Seattle Seahawks, the Baltimore Ravens, the Arizona Cardinals, and the Atlanta Falcons. That's 5 total teams. You guys all said 4. Go ahead and throw in the chat, which team were you leaving out? I would expect you guys probably all leaving out a different team. It would be funny, though, if you guys all forgot about the same team. Burger says already he forgot about the Falcons. Jinja forgot about the Cardinals. Forgot about the Cardinals. Kyler Murray. Oh, hell. Bill. That doesn't count, Bill. Yeah. I'm pretty sure, though, when you think of see, I did this and I left out the Seahawks. I don't know why. Burger was like, just was listening to Bill. Thanks, Bill. And Bill left out the Falcons. So the Falcons have been the neglected stepchild of the Bird NFL team family as of right now. And that's all right. That's all right. Because look, you guys all got them right together, and at least you're all getting them wrong together. At least there's some continuity going on in the chat. All right. Here's one that I don't want to say made up, but I thought of today and I didn't write it down, but I remember it. Okay. That the New England Patriots have had the most Super Bowl appearances of any team. Now there's a 3-way tie for second place. What are those 3 teams? Burger. Lions are better. Nathan's loving it. Yes, the Lions are better. All right, so the New England Patriots have the most Super Bowl appearances of any team. Second place has a 3-way tie. What are those 3 teams? All right, I'm done. Steelers, 49ers, and the Lions. Burger just oh my Burger. That that's not your answer. Come on. Steelers have 8. No other team has had 8. Okay. 8. I love the conviction you guys say this stuff with. So like I have the advantage because I'm looking this shit up before I go live. But sometimes you guys are so sure. And I love it. All right. Ready? I don't know if you can see this. You know what? What does that say? Do you see it? Is it showing? Is it showing? No, it's not. The New England Patriots have had 11 Super Bowl appearances, my brother. They have 11 Super Bowl appearances. And let's see. They've been in 1986, 1997, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2008, 2012, 2015, 2017, 2018, 2019. They've played I'm going to go backwards chronologically. They played the Rams, the Eagles, the Falcons, the Seahawks, the Giants. The Giants lost both. The Eagles, the Panthers, the St. Louis Rams, the Green Bay Packers, and the Chicago Bears. And those are all 11. Just saw your search history, pig. Impossible. Impossible. This computer is a sacred computer. Now, appearances or victories? Just appearances. Just appearances. Just appearances. Just appearances. Okay, so there are 3 teams that are tied in second for appearances. The Browns, the Lions, the Jags. All right, you guys are trolling. I'm going to give you the answer. The Dallas Cowboys have 8. The Pittsburgh Steelers have 8. The Denver Broncos have 8. That is your 3-way tie for the second most appearances in Super Bowl history. New England has 3 more than second place with 11. Underneath those 8, San Francisco with 7. They were 1 game away from there being a 4-way tie. Underneath them, Bill, the New York Giants with 5. The Los Angeles Rams have 5. The Commanders have 5. The Dolphins have 5. The Raiders have 5. The Packers have 5. The Chiefs have 5. I expect the Chiefs probably to go way up by the time Mahomes hangs up the cleats, but 5 is your number. There's a lot of 5s. And those are the teams that always, this is a good fan base right here. Look at this. Chiefs, Packers, Raiders, Dolphins, Rams, Giants. Those are like, they're not the scum of the NFL. But it's weird, the Commanders. I feel like I can't think of one historical Commanders Super Bowl. And it's probably because I'm young, but even so, I still know about, Super Bowls that happened in the past and the 85 Bears. And I just feel like I don't know much about the Commanders, as far as history goes. The Bengals have 3. The Panthers, the Bucks. Wow. I did not know that. Tampa Bay only has 2. I knew they went to 1 in, 2002 when they played the Raiders. And they went with Tom Brady, so yeah. The Saints, Cardinals, Titans, Chargers, and Jets only have 1. And the 4 teams that have 0, the Jaguars, Texans, your Burger, your Lions, the Cleveland Browns, never have even been to a Super Bowl. That's got to suck. Not even a taste. Not even a drop of what it is like. Man, that's tough. But you know what? They keep us coming back. They keep us coming back. All right. So we're at the intermediate. I'm going to hit the comments before I ask the next question. The world's best losers. Broncos have the most Super Bowl losses in history. Amen. At least we're there. You know what, though? As much as that is like, it sounds like a cop-out thing to say, like, oh, at least we went to the Super Bowl. It's true. Like, if you go to the Super Bowl and lose, like when I think about getting our asses kicked to the Seahawks in 2013, you would think that I'd be like, no, I'd rather not go than go and get my ass whipped. No, I'd rather go. I would rather go. Because for that 2 weeks that the media and the world and the gear and there's just so much pride in your team. Yeah, we got our asses kicked, but it's like, would you rather love and lost than never love at all? No, it's always better to love, and it's always better to go to the Super Bowl. So I don't really care that they've lost the most Super Bowls. I just like that they're a team that is consistently every so many years going. Right now, we have a bad streak going on. It's the longest drought of missing the playoffs since winning a Super Bowl in history. Haven't made the playoffs since 2015 when we won the Super Bowl. It's never happened before in the NFL. Hopefully, we turn to page here with Sean Payton. I'll remember they lost because it was against the Raiders. LOL. Who lost? The Commanders had the first African American quarterback to win a chip, Doug Williams. Hell yeah. That game crushed me. 5 visits, 4 wins. Freaking Baltimore. World's best losers. Burger's a Raiders fan. Tell him to stick it where the sun doesn't shine. The Raiders, fuck the Raiders. I don't know how else to say it. You're telling this to a Lions fan. I don't care. No, you're a Raiders fan. You're a Raiders fan. If Raul Allegre made the extra point in the Giants-Broncos game, my dad would have been 5,000 in his pool. He had the 0-0 box. Damn. It's like that super bad scene where he's like, why don't you go piss your pants? And he's like, dude, that was 2nd grade, you dick. And he's like, people don't forget. Just hanging on to that forever. Raiders have more Super Bowl wins than the Broncos. That's weird because they don't. They don't. All right. All right, here we go. We got to move on to the intermediate questions, okay? We're going to move on here. The Raiders have 0 Super Bowl victories. Pass it on. Tell everybody you know. The Raiders have 0 Super Bowls. All right. So, intermediate. Derek Thomas has the record for most sacks in a game. With how many? 7? I'm going to make this multiple choice for Jinja. Y'all got 3. All right. 7, 6.5, 7.5, or 8. How many sacks did Derek Thomas get in a single game? And we got Jinja always doing the letters instead of the numbers. Thank you. It's like I can't remember what order I'm saying these in. Fraudulent slip. 7, 6.5. Bill's going with 9. Whew. Bill going with 9. I don't even think that was an option, my brother. And since you guys all got your answer, we got 7 on the Eagles one year. OC was on fire. Who was the player? Derek Thomas. And I'll give it a little bit longer for Nate to get his answer in. If I can call you Nate. If I can, that's cool. I'll call you Nathan. And Nate goes with 8. Oh, Nate the Great. Final answer is 8, and the answer is 7. So I believe we got 7 on the Eagles one year. All right, let me write this down. Okay, Burger got what the damn it. All right, sorry. I don't know if I disappeared from your screen, but you disappeared from mine. Okay. He actually would have had one more sack. The one he missed was the game-winning touchdown. Oof. Burger with the knowledge, dropping bars here on NFL trivia. And look at that. I'm the one writing the questions and I'm still learning. You got to love that. Okay, where is my notepad? Where did my notepad go? Damn it. Oh, here it is. All right, so Burger got it right. Bill says he blew it. That's all right. That is all right. Nobody got the last one right. None. And then just Burger this time with 7 sacks. Good shit, Burger. Keep it up. All right. We're going to stay in intermediate. All right. What league did the NFL merge with in 1966? This should be, I should have put this in the simple category, to be honest, but it's not. So this is look, a lot of you guys are going 0-2 in the last two. This is your let's get back on track question. Bill's got his answer in. Jinja, Nathan, Burger, everybody saying ATL, Atlanta. Everybody's saying Atlanta. The answer is actually AFL, not ATL. Nice work, guys, but I'm going to have to mark you guys all with... I'm just kidding. You guys got it. All got it right. Good shit. Just as I expected everybody to get back on. It's a palate cleanser question. Exactly. It's like when you smell too many colognes and they hand you those coffee beans. By the way, I'm going to shout out my girlfriend right now because she got me a very, very, very nice bottle of cologne that is my personal favorite. And I don't even bother asking for it because it's expensive, too expensive for my taste. And she just surprised me with it randomly. And I am shouting her out right now because I just thought of the cleansing the palate thing. Tom Ford Tuscan Leather smells so good. I'm telling you, it's like diving. It smells like leather if it was a liquid, but with like maybe some type of rose and spice to it. It's very hard to explain. Axe body spray. Pixar didn't happen. Aaron. Hand me my mother. Open the drawer. See it? Okay, now he's just flexing. He said Pixar didn't happen. Dude, I'm telling you. The technology that I want to invent next is the ability to send smells. Not just so I could like fart into the mic. Could you imagine if science gets to a level? God, it smells great. Could you imagine if science gets to the level where you could actually send people a smell? I don't know if it's entirely impossible. I think about electricity. Like that probably sounded impossible before it happened. We're going to make light. Bill said, what is it? It's cologne. It's a bottle of cologne. See? Spray. Ah, God. It almost smells like footballs. Like that leather. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because it reminds me of football. All right. Staying with intermediate, moving on. Who is the NFL's greatest Iron Man? Iron Man is... I sent you a dead... If you send a dead body, you'll be transporting smell. What? $1 to drink some. No. It would... No. Okay. Iron Man, for you guys that don't know, I assume you guys probably do know, but it's the longest consecutive starts without being injured. Eli Manning's up there too. I shouldn't have even said that. Fuck. I blew it. Cal Ripken Jr. is the only true Iron Man. Mike Ditka. Don't know. Tom Brady. Quorum is the one I use most. I'm going to look that up. I'm a sunglasses and cologne guy. Some people are... I'm not a hat person. This is the only hat that I wear. I enjoy my hair, and I know the more you wear hats, the worse your hairline gets. And then it's a vicious cycle because then you're wearing a hat to cover up your hairline. It's making your hairline worse. But I'm not really a hat person. I wear this hat because it's my only hat, Super Bowl hat from the 1998 Super Bowl. This is the real deal. This was some lady's grandpa died, and she was cleaning out his stuff and sold it on eBay for $3. And I was like, dude, yeah, the shipping costs more than the hat. That's a win in my book. So this is the only hat I wear. But anyway, yeah, cologne and sunglasses. I love. And watches. I like watches too. But I like sunglasses way more. Throw it away. But Burger's just on one tonight. I love this hat. And then Ginger said, I'll go Favre with Bergs. And the answer, since everybody's got it in, Nate said Tom Brady. Oh, I knew Eli wasn't first. Don't worry. Okay. And then I believe those are the only two that okay, Bill and Burger and Ginger all got it right. The answer is Brett Favre. 297 consecutive starts for Mr. Brett Favre. He is a tough son of a bitch. I think that's even when his dad died, he played that Monday night, probably because he didn't want to ruin his streak. How many years does it take to get to that? Let's do some simple math really quick. 10 times 10 is 100, and then 6 times 10 is 60. So it'd be 100 and 6 and 10, 160. It'd be 160 for 10 years. So 2 years would be 320. So it would be like 16 years straight. 16 years. Let's do 16 times 16. See what we get. No, that's 256. We need 297. 16 times 17. 272. 18. All right, so he played 18 seasons in 9 games straight without missing a start. That's insane. I don't know if that's ever going to get beat. Mid-Favre. If Judge didn't sit Eli against the Raiders that one game and put in Geno, Eli would have been higher on the list. That is impressive. I tip my hat to anybody that can stay on the field that long. I mean, that to me is a pretty big deal. What's Lamar Jackson's streak? 4? 7? What's his longest streak? I'm not even kidding. 16? Maybe? I don't know. Rick has defended Lamar Jackson to the point where I'm bullying him now just to try to even things out. All right, we're going to stay with intermediate. And here we go. What yard line do kickoffs take place from? Which yard line do kickoffs take place from? Favre. There's Bill, Ginger, and Burger. All got it. Derek Carr's $1 million. Lamid Jackson. 40. The 30. I'm ready for opening day for my towns tomorrow. Hell yeah. So we got the 40. We got the 30. We got the 35. The 40, the 30, the 35. Ginger going with the 35. That's everybody. Let me give it a little more time in case I see there's a couple more people watching. Oh, it's okay as long as I learn. I know they moved it up 5 yards recently, but still just a guess. Bill, switch your answer. You know, I never thought of where the kickoff starts from. That's fair. That's fair. No, they moved it. They moved it 5 yards back because it was too dangerous. And now most kickoffs result in a touchback, especially if you're playing in Denver. And because we have a Raiders fan in here, I'm going to mention Denver any opportunity I get. So I'm right. It's just the older answer. Correct. The answer is 35. So Jinja, Nathan, Twins. Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, who are the towns? Nathan's got the Twins opening day tomorrow. I know Rick's pumped about the Cubs. Berger said 40. Bill said 30. So who? Jinja and Nathan got that one. There it is, notepad. So we got Jinja, Nathan. Good shit, guys. Good shit. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? If you're not ready, it's okay. We can do more intermediate. But if you're ready, we're gonna move to advanced. If you're ready, I think you're gonna like these ones. All right. It's gonna be fun. All right. Looks like everybody's ready. I'm getting no pushback here. All right, here we go. Who has the record for the most passing yards in a game? Who has the most pass yards in a single game ever? I'll tell you right now, I did not get this one right. He's got to mention the team that has less Super Bowl rings. No. No, the Raiders haven't won one yet. Matt Flynn. Matt Flynn, I'm ready. Luck. Let's go. That may be TDs. Same old guy. It's got to be someone unexpected. No, he's old as fuck. It's from the 50s. Peyton Manning. Manning ain't that old. Let's see. Manning retired at 39 years old in 2015, which was 8 years ago, which would make him 47 years old right now. If he played in the 50s, he would be 73 at the oldest. Drew Brees. Drew Brees is a good guess. Peyton Manning, that's where I would have guessed it. But that's my generation. I would have said Drew Brees. Maybe I was thinking maybe some Patriot game where they just beat the Bills like 38-0. Maybe Tom Brady just went off one game. Frank Tarkington. Still too recent if you're asking about the 50s. I got nothing. Yeah. All right. The answer is Norm Van Brocklin. His nickname was the Dutchman. The Dutchman. And I pulled this up here. The Dutchman. I pulled up this here for a little bit of learning here. Here we go. This is his Wikipedia or Wikipedia. Wikipedia. All right. He was a quarterback. He was not selected by the Rams until the fourth round of the 1949 NFL Draft due to concerns over his professional availability. During his first 3 seasons, he and his teammate Bob Waterfield alternated at the quarterback position, culminating with them leading Los Angeles to victory in the 1951 championship. After Waterfield retired, Van Brocklin, also known as the Dutchman, led them as the primary starter from 1952 to 1957, so 5 years, concluding his tenure with 6 consecutive Pro Bowl selections and passing yards leading season in 1954. He joined the Eagles in 58, where his 3 seasons all saw him further receive Pro Bowl selections, bringing his total to 9. In his final season, he was named the most valuable player en route to winning the 1960 championship. This dude's resume is very good. I'm reading this for the first time right now, and this is a very impressive resume. This guy wins Super Bowls everywhere he goes, and he makes it to the Pro Bowl every single year. He has that passing record. He led the league in passing yards, and he was the MVP in his final year. It's like he seems like he should maybe be a little more well known, but I get it, it's a long ass time ago. He died? He died in 1983. I wonder if YouTube has any film on this guy. I'm going to check that out later. Who doesn't know that? The Dutchman. Ho hat het met Hugh. I told you it was some old bastard. Pro tip, if the name is Van something, it's German. If it's Van something, it's Dutch. Oh, Van. Bob's Burgers is killing it. And yes, that's a real sentence in Dutch I wrote. What's the one? I know one. I'm not sure what. I think it's also. Did you clock the geezer with the tip fern, the golden Nomstead? That's did you clock the geezer? Did you see the old man with the tip fur, the hat, and the golden Nomstead, golden tooth? That is hey Kyle, read the chat. I got it. What? It's like Van Brocken or something. You said Van Brocken or something. You didn't say Norman Mac Van Brocklin. Now I want to get all right, I'll give you a pass. Burger, I didn't see that. Good shit. I'm literally making my notes as Burger got the the hard question right. I'll know which one that is because I can't believe you got that right. I just assumed nobody got it right. I did miss that. Thank you, Burger, for pointing that out to me. And then Bill said, I lived over there for a year. It's congratulations. How are things going on with you? Throw Papa down the stairs. His hat was a sign hanging up in my partially German grandpa's house. Never understood it. Throw Papa down the stairs. Throw Papa down the stairs, his hat. That is a weird thing. I only know that because of Madden. They show all the. There's a. Yeah. No, Madden is a. Deserves like some kind of tribute or trophy to. The Madden's responsible for most of my football knowledge growing up, especially 2K5, the one with Terrell Owens doing the one-handed catch on the cover. That 2K5 was better than any Madden has ever made. The halftime show with Chris Berman, and they were actually talking about the video game you just played. The challenge, you throw a challenge flag, the refs run up to the thing. They're calling the play, looking at the play, whatever. I mean, you didn't skip any of that if you were at my house. We were going to watch all of that and feel like we were coaches or players or whatever. I mean, talk about an emotional investment through the roof with that game. But yeah, NFL Street too. I don't know if you played Street. I learned a lot with Street. Madden shows most yards and touchdowns of all time in game seasons and careers for passing, rushing, and receiving. Who is that? There's a quarterback I can't remember his name. I think it's Sammy something. He was like really, really fast. He was one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I bet if I just do really quick, best QBs of all time, NFL, I'll see his name. Not Johnny Unitas. These are all like recent quarterbacks. Sammy Baugh. Sammy Baugh. I think that's who it was. Sammy Baugh. Burger. Why did I didn't even have to look it up. Sammy Baugh. Otto Graham is another one that has made the video games. Otto Graham. I don't know who I'm not familiar with Len Dawson or Ken Stabler. Y.A. Tittle. It's Sammy Baugh. I don't know. I'm 28 years old. I know who Tom Brady, Dan Marino. That's like my old quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning are on this list, of course. John Albert Elway Jr. See you, Nathan. Have a good one. All right, man. I'm heading out. Got to go to bed early. Get up for breakfast on the plaza. See ya. All right, Nathan. Thanks for stopping in. All right, we're gonna do a couple more here. We're gonna do a couple more advanced, and then we're gonna do the impossible. All right, here we go. Advanced. What team has never had a Hall of Famer play for them? I got this one wrong as well. I was very confident in my answer. Which team has never had a Hall of Famer play for them? Kurt Benkert just self-published his NFL 101. Pretty good stuff. I can't play Madden to save my life, but the books are great. Jags, Houston Texans. Okay, I'll do this one. Yes, he's back. Bill, Houston Oilers. All right. Houston Texans, Houston Oilers. Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll wait. I won't say anything. I'm notorious for accidentally giving hints when I'm just talking about the question. I forgot about them being part of the Oilers. Yep, they were. Oh, my boss just texted me. Tomorrow's a day off. Look at that. Tomorrow's a day off. Oh, that feels good. When you're not expecting it. Let's go. Vodka cranberry down the chamber. Bill's like, yep, this is my Friday too. Earl Campbell was a Hall of Famer. You can't give him the answer, Burger. It's off because he got canned. What movie? Friday? He's like, you can't get fired on your day off. Yeah, but you can get fired and then get a day off. So, Burger, you might be onto something here. Okay. So the answer, Ginger, there it is. There it is. The answer is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let me ask you guys this. Officially speaking, if you had to be the most proper, would you put a "the" in front of the team name? The Jacksonville Jaguars? Or is it just as professional to say Jacksonville Jaguars? Are there some teams that don't need a "the"? The New York Giants? The Cleveland Browns? The Minnesota Vikings? I guess you could do a "the" in front of them all. Forget about that question. That was a terrible question. Ninja peeking at my answers. Got fired for stealing boxes. What are you trying to build, a clubhouse? Me and Jinja love movies. We could literally do this whole show just doing movie quotes. Depends on where you say it in the sentence. No shit, Burger, you're killing. You're killing. Plus, he said Earl Campbell, and I got the 35 right. So you guys, let's see. Just Burger and Jinja got that one right. So Burger, Jinja, Jaguars. All right. Damn, you guys are crushing it right now. All right. This is like the best we've ever. This is the best trivia has gone as far as questions right. Okay. Here we go. We're staying at advance. Okay. If you don't know some of these, it makes perfect sense. Number 10. What U.S. state has produced the most NFL Hall of Famers? If you remember correctly, a couple episodes ago, maybe 4 trivias ago, the question was, what was the question? What college has produced the most NFL players? And the answer was Notre Dame. Texas, Ohio, Wisconsin. Maybe the most offensive line Hall of Famers. So, like, the player was born there or played on a team in that state? No, like, not necessarily born there. I mean, look, if you're playing, now you got me all fucked up. Hold on. Okay, you're an NFL Hall of Famer. Whatever you consider your hometown to be, the most hometowns Hall of Famers. Not even hometown. What state has the most Hall of Famers? Like, not born there necessarily. Like, I moved to Florida when I was 8. Yet if I joined the NFL, I would tell people that I'm from Florida because I went to high school in Florida, right? So, like, maybe there's some of that going on. But overall, where these people call home, I don't necessarily know if they're born there or not, but they're all calling it home. Where do the most Hall of Famers come from? What state? Nathan, okay. You asked that question and my I just started lagging. Broke down computer. Oh man, day off tomorrow. Life is good. Life is good. Doing trivia with the boys on a day off. Nathan says I'm going to go with Alabama. Steve says Canton, Ohio. And you know what? That is like the biggest troll answer I could have ever expected, and I want to give you a point for that with all of my heart. I want to give you a point. That is genius. All right, so everybody's got an answer, and at this point, Steve, I don't know if that was a joke or not, but if you want to put a serious one, or if you want to stay with Canton, I'm probably going to give you a point. If you can make me laugh, you get a point. But you're gambling because I don't laugh at everything. Bill goes, I'll change mine to Michigan for the team there. Okay, so we got Michigan. California. Ginger's going with California. And Burger's going with Rhode Island. Bill goes, if it's New Jersey, I got to turn in my East Coaster card. I'll give you a hint. It's not New Jersey. All right, here we go. The answer is Mississippi. Mississippi. The South. It's where the best college football is, right? It's where the 5-star recruits are all at. It makes perfect sense to me. So if you're born in Mississippi, you have a better chance of making it to the Hall of Fame than anybody else in any other state, statistically. Burger is going with Texas. I have no clue. I'll go with Texas. Burger's going with Texas. Change. Come on, guys. Play nice. Play nice. Thought I meant Rhode Island. Oh, so I was right in that area. Nathan was the closest one. He said Alabama. I could understand that, especially with the college. And I would say most of my lifetime, they're in the national championship with Nick Saban. So that one makes perfect sense. Okay, so we're going to do the last advanced question. Then we have the chives that go on top of this meal with the impossible question. And I think you guys are going to hate this question. All right. How many states do not have an NFL team? Bill, I was like 2,000 miles away. I win for most wrong. LOL. How many states have no NFL team? Burger, stop being negative. Answer the question. Jinja, 22. We got Jinja. We got Burger with 18. 18. I can feel it rising. $27, I mean. Ooh. All right. All right. So we got Jinjas, Burgers, Nathan's. Steve says 36. Some states have more than one. Probably closer, Steve. 36, just guessing because a lot of states have 2 to 3. So this is how I did it personally, and I got it wrong. There's 50 states. So then I just subtracted how many teams have multiple teams, right? So 50 states, 32 teams. Okay, so that's 18 left over, and then we just add from 18 how many states have multiple. So there's 3 teams in California, 19, 20, so I'd add 2. And then Florida's got another 2, so 21, 22. New Jersey has 23, you'd add 1 for 2. And I can't think of the other teams that have multiple. Wait, Cincinnati, 24. And that's really where I got stuck. That's as far. Oh, wait, Texas. They have 2 teams, 25. And no, Florida has 3, but I'm counting the 1, right? So I only add 2. Because if I do 32 teams in the NFL and I subtract from 50, I'm already putting. Wait. See, I got it wrong. So don't take any advice from me. Now, the answer on this sheet, this is an online website I found, says 27. But when I Googled it, it says 28. Now, I'm wondering if that's because they're probably not including Las Vegas as the a state yet, because this was written in 2021. So the answer is 27. But he added 2 for Texas, though. No, I was only supposed to add 1. If I added 2, then I was wrong. 1 for Texas, and then 2 for Florida, 2 for California. But then there's like so many I'm missing. Let's see. Let me just pull it up really quick. Here we go. These are the states that don't have an NFL team. Alabama, Alaska, Arkansas, Delaware, Hawaii, Idaho, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Mississippi, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, North Dakota, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, South Dakota, Utah, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. So it says there are 22 states without NFL teams, but for some reason the answer is 27. Which states have multiple teams? California, Florida, Maryland. Maryland, you sneaky bastards. New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Texas. Pennsylvania, I would have never remembered. Philadelphia and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Ohio, I got that one. And then New York, Buffalo. I was considering Buffalo its own thing. I know it's part of New York, but it's way up there by Canada, like Niagara Falls. So I forgot about that one. So it says, while there are 28 states in the U.S. without an NFL team, there are 22 states with their local NFL franchise, with some being home to multiple NFL teams. So there's 28 states in the U.S. without an NFL team, but this wasn't updated with the Raiders. So the answer is 27. Let me go through here and see if anybody got it. Team Oops, Puerto Rico and Alaska and the other new state. Puerto Rico's not a state yet. Well, I would say Maryland does, since the T plays there and DC isn't a state. They filed the New York Giants and Jets under New Jersey. Holy shit. Gotta give me the point. Jinja, I'll give you the point. See, because Jinja, I got two different answers, so I'll go with that one until I can further break this shit down. 36 was definitely wrong. Burger said 18. So that was wrong too. So Jinja got it. Costa Rica, whichever. Either way, I blew it. Don't be so hard on yourself, Bill. We're learning. All right, so Jinja gets a point. And now here we go to the impossible question. All right. Are you ready? Which is the only franchise to start the season 0-4, but still make the playoffs? Burger's like, that's more of a geography question, and I suck at geography. I would say it's an NFL question still. It's an NFL and a geography question. What is the only team to go 0-4 and make the playoffs? You start the season 0-4, you lose your first 4 games, and then you make the playoffs. Only one team to do it. Give us a conference. Okay. AFC. AFC. And we got Burger with an answer. Burger's saying it's the Chargers. Burger's sure about that one. Bill says, oh, playoffs, not Super Bowl. Just the playoffs. Ginger's going with Indianapolis. When in doubt, Indianapolis, your way out. When Dan Fouts was the QB. Burger getting specific with his answer. Bill saying I got nothing. Nate is going with the Ravens. Steve saying I want to say Denver. And that's everybody. Everybody has their answer in. And the answer is the 1992 San Diego Chargers. Burger was right. Round of applause for Burger. Not just knowing that, but then knowing who was the quarterback at the time. I will say, we weren't protecting the integrity of the chat very well with once Burger got that specific. If I were you guys and I saw someone being that specific, I'd be like, all right, this guy clearly knows that it's the Chargers. Let me just Charger. But then I would be a cheater, and Burger would probably call me out in the chat. So that is the last question, and Burger is tonight's trivia winner. Impossible question, correct. And I'll send this to Rick, and then we're going to upload a video with the current standings, because Burger is actually coming in at a good time, because this is the first trivia of a brand new month. So usually sometimes it'll be the third Thursday out of the month, and somebody will jump in and we'll be like, oh, you know what? You actually almost caught up, even though you didn't play the first 2 weeks. But in Burger's case, he's going to be on top of the leaderboard from the get-go, and then you guys aren't going to be far behind, because everybody answered a lot of questions right tonight. And give yourselves a pat on the back for that. If you guys didn't see yesterday's episode, we broke down some Austin Ekeler contract talk. We talked about his all-purpose yardage for the last since 2018 or 2018, he was behind Melvin Gordon. We broke down Austin Ekeler. We talked about John Elway retiring. I know Burger's going to want to see that one for sure. And we talked about Trevor Lawrence throwing to Calvin Ridley. Check that one out if you guys want. Burger saying just saw a video on YouTube on this not too long ago. That's how I knew that one. I was pretty lucky with that one. Sometimes that's how it is, though. Sometimes the ball bounces your way. So I just got to get this IP in a range. A DDoS attack. Got it. Learning some new football knowledge is always a good night. Bill, I told you to listen. You guys are the best. And I'm excited for our episode coming up on Monday with Rick. We're also going to be releasing some interview 32 interviews. We got an Eagles fan that we're doing. And then I just met these two dudes that are going to be doing it as well. It's a Cleveland fan, and we got another Lions fan. So you'll definitely want to check that one out, especially Burger. I salute all of you guys. Thank you guys so much for jumping in the trivia, being interactive, and being a part of the channel. If you're not from this channel, please like, subscribe, and share with your buddies, your coworkers, your friends. And until then, go Broncos. Have a good night, guys. See ya!